In this video, we're going to talk about the mindset to getting truly lean, and I don't just mean a little bit leaner, but I meant the whole way. And I'm going to dive into the one mindset shift you guys need to make to finally have fat loss be something you turn on an easy mode and not feel like an uphill battle. And I kind of want to start this off with a conversation and a response from one of our guys recently who has been through the program, completely transformed his entire physique, and I asked him what made the biggest difference. And he didn't say training, he didn't say the nutrition plans, which are obviously amazing because I like to put a lot of pride in terms of what I do, but he said it was the mental reframe. Because here's what most men do when they decide to get to that next level, or they decide to fully transform big time. The moment they start, their brain immediately goes and it tells them it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, they're going to be hungry, they're going to have to give things up, and it's going to be a grind, and they're going to have to white knuckle the entire formula to get for the full result, because generally that's what they've always seen others do around them, that's what they've seen the bodybuilders do, which is not their fault, by the way. It's just the exposure they've had in terms of what the process looks like. They load it up with so much negativity from the get-go before they truly start, and then they wonder why it's going to feel like a grind. Because if that was me, I also would. If I went into something and I'm going to be like, it's hard, it's going to be hard, which is generally the first shift you need to make. And that first shift is this: you need to stop framing fat loss as something you're going to have to suffer through and start recognizing what's happening. Like that hunger you're feeling, that's a sign you're in a calorie deficit. That's a sign it's work. Obviously, if you're being a child with it and eating just beige foods and not prioritizing quality and a good balance in place in terms of the way you're approaching food, then yeah, you will feel hunger anyways. But like, it's a natural response. It's a sign you're in a deficit. It's a sign the fat's leaving. And if you think of it as that, then it starts feeling like a battle. Because so many people think, oh, there's something wrong if you experience hunger, there's something wrong if they're tired, workout performance is dipping. It's just part of it. You're gonna be in an energy deficit, you're gonna feel some symptoms. This just shows you that it's working. So like, what you're experiencing right now, you probably should experience it. It's completely normal. But if you frame yourself to experience it, it makes it much easier. Second thing is, so many guys will get so far with this, but you need to get genuinely excited about where you're going. Like, people are like, oh, I'm dieting, like, fuck's sake, pardon the French, I'm gonna hate this, I'm not excited. But like, literally fall in love with the results you're gonna start to see. Your waist tightening up, visible abs, your veins popping out, your shoulders, your chest, your face getting leaner. Like, I literally look forward to finally getting my jawline back, because when I'm at the end of a growth phase or muscle gaining phase, I do lose a little bit of visibility in my abs. I do lose that tightness as well. I almost get hamster cheeks, and I want to finally get that jawline back, and I get excited about, and just everything feeling good. Your workout's getting better too, to be fair. But like, that focus shifts everything, because you actually get excited about where you're going, and it kind of triggers dopamine, because the more you see this, the more you want to do it as well. And third is to stop overthinking it, right? So many people, they just struggle consistently in their own head, stressing about the scale, stressing if there's gonna work for them, if their body type is somewhat different. And by the way, I've felt that. That literally speaks directly to me, because I've not dealt with the best genetics. None of my family is into fitness. They are a lot more now, but like, I had the worst genetics. A high body fat, low muscle mass, not the ideal frame. I had to build a lot. I had to kind of put in, and I mentioned this previous video, I had to put in a lot more effort just to catch up to what good looks like. But like, just me thinking there's something wrong and overthinking the exact scenario that I'm in, it just drained everything. It made it feel impossible. So I'd start, I'd stop, I'd fail. I'd be like, hey, it's just not meant for me. Let's set the bar a little bit lower. But like, stop overthinking it. Because the men that do find it easy, you know why they find it easy? Is they lock it in. They don't get trapped in their own mind. They usually have a coach. They execute, and they don't make full drama of the whole thing. If the scale goes up, great, enjoy it. Like, doesn't matter. It's probably gonna go down the next day, right? If you go over your calories one day, you're not gonna go and claw it back the next few days and have a bit of guilt and reaction to it. It's the reaction that you almost find is what triggers everything. Like, coming back to what I just said earlier about, let's say you go over calories today, you go for and have like an extra, few wings at Nando's, you order a meal you shouldn't have, even though you had finished calories that day. And you're like, well, tomorrow I'm just gonna skip breakfast. Like, that's you reacting, that's you dropping your frequency. And one of the lowest levels of frequency is guilt, right? If you're like, hey, I'm neutral, it's happened, I'll have a good workout the next day, and I'll actually use these calories for a refeed and just feel back to normal and just feel good again and feel pumped, then way better. You're neutral, you don't care, you get back onto it. But like, when you overthink it, overanalyze it, that's where you get trapped in your mind. And I'll tell you this because I need to hear this: your body's not broken. Your genetics are some things you can not necessarily change, but you can put in the work to outpace them. And a huge thing around that is strategy needs to be different for you, because it can't just be you copying your best mate's plan and training with your buddies and expecting that result to be aligned. You need to make sure it's specific to where you are, where you want to get to, and very much dial it in. But then just not overthink it. There's nothing wrong with you. If you fall off, which you're gonna, by the way, get back on the horse. You're not stealing from Peter to pay Paul by going lower calories the next day. You're not gonna say, hey, well, that's the point. Get out your mind, get in the real world, and that's all. I'm telling you this because if you get this right, everything becomes easy. And I think a lot of the battle with fat loss and a true transformation is what happens neck up, not just neck down. And when you look at that and you get that right, everything starts to change. So a bit of a short one. Hope you find it useful, guys, but guarantee you, this is what you need to know. This is what you need to hear. So if this video just helped one person get the full result that they wouldn't have without it, my job's done. So hope you find it useful. See you in the next video and subscribe for more.